You're god level 3, so level 2 wolves are much better than level 1 wolves against the fiends, and that's why he backed away. But he comes directly to harass the creeping again, and here you see a nice frost armor going off on a fiend. But yeah, luckily for him, Fly found one of Lightning Shield and uses this very successfully on the TC. Plus the TC's got a potion of greater healing, so it's not much that Sweet can do at this point. And this fight is really what decides the game, because here Sweet loses way too much units for comfort and for being able to come back. Another thing you see here is that Fly starts to make headhunters, and he has upgraded his armor to 1. He has also upgraded his attack to 1. So why headhunters? Well, because his strategy against undead is not so much Wind Riders or bats. Of course, only when the undead goes fiends. It's not so much Wind Riders or bats, but raiders with headhunters, and it works pretty well. Right now, what is happening? Well, Sweet has got 2 fiends burrowed in the blight there, and Fly knows that. So what does Sweet do? Sweet goes to Fly's expansion and tries to attack there and make Fly move, but Fly keeps his calm, goes to buy dust, and goes to reveal the fiends. The other fiend actually did get away, and he did save it, but he still lost 1 fiend. So that was the reason why Sweet was pounding on the expo just with his DK and 2 skeletons. As soon as he saw that Fly actually went to the shop, got the dust, and went for the fiends instead of like going back to the Great Hall, he had to back off because he didn't have a TP, and the DK was kind of low, and of course there were raiders, so that was normal. He had to back off there. So still only 1 headhunter, and what are we gonna see? Well, Sweet has gotten to tier 3, and he's currently upgrading the Destro upgrade. As you see, the replay is still going on quite a bit. I mean, the Fly has the advantage right now because first of all, he managed to kill a lot of units with his nice battle with the Lightning Shield, and second of all, he has the Expo up, so that's a pretty good advantage in Fly's favor. But on the other hand, Sweet is doing a very smart thing, or maybe desperate, I don't know, but it's something which in this situation is very helpful, is that you want to go creep something really big, and he's doing that with creeping the red creep here. One additional reason for getting the sentry ward at the shop is that if you have a sentry ward, then it's much riskier for your opponent to go in and fight the red creeps on that side. Well, the reason is because, well, the sentry ward could be somewhere where it sees the people coming in to the red spot, and so, well, you could get creepjacked pretty badly, and of course on a red spot it's not very nice. Here Sweet is level 4, and he has taken Death Pact. That is something which I've seen a lot of from Sweet, that at level 4 he will take Death Pact on the Death Knight, because well, I mean, level 2 aura is nice. I mean, it makes your army whole army faster, you regenerate faster, and so on. But on the other hand, losing the Death Knight is always a bit of a bummer. So that's something to think about. I mean, with the Frost Armor and Death Pact, the DK really should be fine, and you shouldn't really lose it, except if you're doing something really stupid. And the other good thing about it is you won't need quite as many TPs as well as in other cases against undead, against orc, because usually what happens is when an orc creepjacks you and you currently don't have like the destros you want and number of fiends you want, and you are kind of creeping, well, or going to creep a harder spot, well, you don't really want to fight. Undead against Orc is usually about one big fight where the Undead wins like very decisively, takes down all the units, takes down maybe like one or two heroes, and then the Undead has won the game. And in the meantime, the Undead player wants to creep and wants to be left alone by the Orc player. And maybe, of course, like prevent expo and do a little bit of harass at early tier 2. But if he can't prevent the expo, well, he's going to go for mass creeping. And then massing up an army, staying under 50 food. And that's what Sweet currently does. He's staying at 48. And he's massing up units. And then when he's got enough gold, he's got the scrolls he needs, he's got the item he needs, then he's going to go transform all the Destros and attack. Right here, one smart thing by Fly is that he keeps a few raiders next to the base of Sweet. And reasoning behind that is that, well, he knew that Sweet was in his base, so he doesn't want Sweet to leave his base, and he doesn't want Sweet to go creep. While he himself can go creep without a problem, and he's currently creeping the red spot next to Sweet's base. If you can keep this kind of pressure up, it's usually very, very good. So that's, I mean, the pressure that Fly is currently doing. That you don't want to allow your opponent to leave his base, and the only thing you can do is just mass up units while you go around creeping and you get hero levels. So right now, Fly is currently getting very near to his 80 pop upkeep. He's got 5 headhunters, and a bunch of Kodos. This army combination is definitely not the regular army combination against Undead, because usually you will have, well, the few runs that are left from the start, maybe a few more if there are really a lot of fiends, and then you will try to take down the fiends by using raiders and grunts, and you will take down the Destros by either bats or wyverns. And since the whole thing with the frost armor started, well, I mean, this hasn't worked that well, because well, I mean, it's like the grunts and the raiders are going to take a very long time to kill a single fiend, and with coil burrow and all that kind of stuff, it's going to take even longer, and it's going to be quite hard. So you're going to lose a lot of units trying to kill a single fiend, and that's not what you want. So that's why he's massing up on Kodos, because if he eats a fiend with a Kodo, then, well, there's not much Sweet can do except focus fire the Kodo, but Frost Armor is not going to help him much in this case. So here the fight is totally imbalanced, because not because it's Orc against Undead, but it's 80 food against 65, and plus with the hero levels and everything. So very nice stomp and positioning by the TC. He's actually not using the Kodos as much, but for the fiends, because it's not the best spot, but he tries to. And here you see that actually headhunters work decently well if you manage to ensnare one of the destroyers. An ensnared destroyer, trying to take that down with Grunt Raider works, but it's kind of hard. But it works much better with headhunters. The reasoning behind the Crypt Lord was that it works very well with the Impale against lots of ground units, and, well, of course, Fly was only getting ground units, so that was a good idea by Sweet. But unfortunately, I mean, yeah, Fly had a very large army advantage, so, and Fly had been able to keep the pressure up during the whole game, and that's what ultimately, well, and that's what finished the game in the end, let's put it this way. What really changed the game was this fight near Sweet's Expo, where he used Lightning Shield and a couple of very well-placed stomps, and he owned up Sweet's army at that point.